I still don't think I did the music perfectly right. There's a lot because, like, you know, using a music file. But anyway, hey, what's up? Hey, this is GatorX. What's going on? We're opening up an Elestrals Firestorm booster box. That's what's up today. Thank you so much to Elestrals, the whole team over there. A-Drive, thanks for having me on your list of people to send free stuff to. Got a whole dang booster box here to open up. Because, you know, it sent to me. I got a big, the box is over here actually. I also have the starter decks. Well, only the Hermes and the Zeus one. So I think I'll open that up also. And yeah, I'll open this one up. This one obviously isn't going to be like, you know, there's like a set list because it's a starter deck, right? Right, but the booster box is going to be like the big thing that takes up most of the time. But the starter deck, I think, I can't remember if they, in the dual starter decks, they still have a chance for some Stellars. I cannot remember specifically, but we shall see. We shall see. Okay, cool. And yeah, again, it's like, oh boy, gotta relearn Twitch. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. I opened the mini pack, or like the smaller packs, like what, the tournament pack and the blister pack. Those I opened like myself, and I recorded it, and I was gonna use those for the short, for the YouTube short that I had made and that I had posted, but it ended up flowing better without like showing those, so there's that. And then also, if you remember, the Owloon plushes here, I gotta like rearrange the plush shelf up there to get Owloon up there. But Owloon is here. Owloon's hanging out. Check it. I wish I could like balance stuff perfectly on my shoulder the whole time, because then otherwise I just have Owloon like right there the whole time. It's pretty well enough though. So that's what we're doing today. We're opening up Elestrals stuff. I think I might go ahead and move on to, yeah, probably the booster box first. And also, if you like this setup, if you think things look good, I could reuse this setup for a lot more card opening streams, which I would really like to do. I don't know if we'll get back to like card opening videos all too often, but I think it might be cool to stream, you know, Elite Trainer Box stuff or just other like TCG stuff just in general. So let me know what you think about it, and let me know how, yeah, let me know your thoughts on that. But otherwise, I think you can go ahead and dive right in. And you know what? I forgot my knife. You know, I had a really good knife, and I'm really upset because I lost it. I have no idea where it is. So when I do cut things, I just use like a box cutter that I have, but it's not the same. It's not the same as, you know, having a good knife. What's the ideal way to open this? So I'm just gonna use my scissors here. What is the ideal way to open this? Which seals do you want to cut off? The ones at the side to get through at the top, or do you want to cut the one at the bottom and then just kind of pull it all out through there? Probably. The feeling of cutting an Elestral seal, nothing like it. Gonna be honest. TBH. Oh wow. Oh shoot, I forgot there are a bunch of packs in the. The starter decks too. That's right, because they were doing that where there would be 3 packs inside the starter decks. When they were separate, but now that they're dual starter decks, it looks like you get 4 packs inside. Man, they stuffed this to the brink. That's why it's so full. Jeez. And then they still got the artwork on the inside. Jeez, crazy. So we got our 2 decks here, sealed in plastic. We'll set those aside for the moment. We got okay. I probably won't be able to show these off all too well. The very important divider, Integral. No, but legitimately. So we got 4 packs, it looks like. So if you do buy this with someone, if you like go in with it and you buy it with a friend, then you each get a deck, and it looks like you each get 2 packs to like get a little taste of it. I still think it's like a crazy deal, even after, because the prices did have to raise the prices because tariff stuff, which sucks. But still, it's like kind of a, I mean, 2 decks, 4 packs. And that's, I mean, I just bought another starter deck for another game. Should I say what game? Maybe I can get them to send me stuff too. But I just bought a starter deck for another game, and it was like literally like, you know, maybe same price as this before they the tariff stuff. So let's go ahead and get into those. So obviously, one of these is themed to Zeus. One of these is themed to Hermes, being Thunder and Wind. My lighting, I gotta fix my lighting. I gotta work on that, and that'll be like a thing to improve in the future. But for the most part, once we get things open and get the plastic off, hopefully it shouldn't be like too reflective. Elestrals cards are like a nice kind of like matte. This is a card that I had off to the side. But Elestrals cards are like a really nice matte color, so they're not like super reflective, I think. You know, unless you like pull a holo, right? Let me get the plastic off of this, and then we'll continue yapping. All right. There's that Volt Tempest, Champion of Zeus. And also, I forgot, yeah, that's Carry-Off Champion of Hermes. It's a different one than the regular Carry-Off we had before in the other set. I thought Carry-Off design is, like, so sick. I mean, I like Carry-On. You know, from the first set, from base set, I thought it was kind of neat. I'm like, oh, he's such a cool little, funny little bug guy. And I kind of wanted to try and figure out, like, oh, man, what can you do to use Carry-On? And then, you know, now actually just giving him an Ascension with Carry-Off, it's like, ah, yeah, that's sick. That's sick. Make him the Grim Reaper. Let's take a look at that Hermes deck. Well, actually, both of them have new cards, but Hermes is the new Divine Rune. One of the new Divine Runes that we're seeing. So we got that Carry-Off Champion of Hermes. This one, a holo. And I think most of I'm pretty sure like the holos in the, I don't know if it's still the case, but I know that normally in the other sets, the holos in the starter decks are regular rares in the set. So at the very least, it's like, you know, you can easily get more copies of them if you want, but and it's a little more incentive also to get the starter decks, so you get the holo versions. So Carry-Off, and it looks like Spirits right up front. I don't think that's all too, not that it's like non-important. Into the rest of the cards, we got a Gorgon's Gaze, 2 Gorgon's Gaze. That's good. I'm very happy to have more Gorgon's Gaze with the new counter printed on it. Karen Zobel, Altar of Stars. Good to have more Altar of Stars. Rise from the Ashes, newly limited. I guess deservedly so. But I think this was like a holo before. Now getting it in a lower printing. That's great, though. Still to have. Drops of Lead. Ambrosia. Best card in the game. Dense Fog. Earthquake. That's limited. Tornado. Island of Aeolia. And then, okay, so it looks like these are all the reprints here. It's kind of good that they, like, bundle up the reprints, but again, they're all like good reprints, especially like Gorgon's Gaze, really good card. Now we get the new stuff. Hermes' Trickery. Oh, and that's a counter rune. Okay. Hermes' Trickery can only be played if Hermes is enchanted. Destroy an Elestral on your field. If you do special cast another Elestral from your underworld, using only spirits that were enchanting the destroyed Elestral. Okay, that's interesting. So it swaps an Elestral on your field with one in your underworld. Okay, that's kind of neat. That's kind of neat. Talaria of Hermes. It's an artifact. The Empowered Elestral gets +2 defense. When the Empowered Elestral is destroyed in battle, you can draw 2 cards. Then if Hermes is enchanted, you can search your deck for a Talaria of Hermes or a Caduceus of Hermes. Sorry, I'm not like a huge mythology head, so I don't know a whole lot added to your hand. Interesting. So it gives defense, which is like, you know, not bad. I think normally you'd want the attack, but like defense isn't terrible either. But the big thing is, that's interesting though. I guess you're wanting it to get destroyed. Oh, and there it is, the aforementioned Caduceus of Hermes. When the Empowered Elestral is destroyed in battle, you can target another 1 Spirit Wind Elestral in your underworld and special cast it. Okay. So, oh wait. Okay, this is only if destroyed in battle. But this one is, oh no, that's destroyed in battle too. Okay. So I was gonna say, because you have stuff that like triggers that destroys your own stuff. But I guess, you know, these ones only being in battle. And then there he is, Hermes, the Divine Rune, 2 of those. When you cast this Hermes, you can enchant an extra 2 spirits onto it. You can disenchant 2 spirits from this Hermes in order to search your deck for a 1 spirit Wind Elestral and send it to your underworld. Okay, so kind of like, not necessarily like Aeolus, because Aeolus was like a big thing in that like it searched your Wind Spirit Elestrals, but this one just sends it right to the underworld because there are cards that like work with it. Got a Spectaries, that one's a reprint. Cockatoodle, reprint. Toxiswarm, reprint. Carry-Off, the other one, reprint. Carry-On, reprint. Ardvarum, Ardbud, those are reprints. Spinosect, Champion of Hermes. This one's a new one. Okay. When you cast this Spinosect, you can return an Elestral to its owner's hand. When this Spinosect is sent from your field or deck to your underworld, you can Nexus up to 2 Wind Spirits. Okay. So it looks like we're getting a lot more effects that trigger when in the underworld. Spy Nymph, Champion Hermes. When you normal cast this Spy Nymph, you can search your deck for a Hermes and add it to your hand. Oh, okay, so that just searches. Okay, and then you can disenchant a Wind Spirit from this Spy Nymph in order to special send it to a Spinosect from your hand or deck. Okay, so Spinosect triggers stuff and lets you Nexus and get Wind Spirits on this, and you can disenchant that Wind Spirit and then ascend into another one. I see. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Exaltair, Champion of Hermes. This Exaltair cannot be destroyed in battle. The turn you special cast it from your underworld. While your Hermes is enchanted, this Exaltair gets +3 attack. Okay. Dracodoodle, Champion of Hermes. When a Cockadoodle is sent to your underworld, you can special cast this Dracodoodle from your underworld with 2 Wind Spirits. You may only play 1 Dracodoodle this way each turn. This Dracodoodle gets +1 attack for each suppressed Elestral on the field. And then Cockadoodle, Champion Hermes. Okay. When this Cockadoodle is sent from your field or deck to the underworld, you can suppress a card on the field until the next turn. 2 of those. Very interesting. Carry On, Champion of Hermes. Let's see. When this Carry On is sent from your deck to the underworld, with your Hermes' effect, you can special cast it from your underworld with using 1 spirit from either your spirit deck or your Ooh, okay. Okay, so enchanting with spirits from the underworld, that's kind of nice. And then we got a card. There, it looks like they're including these. It's kind of nice. A little, it's nice in the way that, like, oh, you know, other card games do this, because it's like, it's super easy to print a little advertisement and just pack it in with your cards like that. So an advertisement for Elestrals. Okay, this one's showing off the products. This one looks like it's, oh no, it's still the products. It almost looked like it was showing off Clash. But Clash is coming. All right, that's an interesting deck. I think it's it's very curious. It does seem like a playstyle that's like a lot more similar to like more, not like modern Yu-Gi-Oh just yet, but like it's getting there in terms of like, all right, cool, we got effects that trigger in the underworld, not the graveyard, right? Let's go ahead and check out that Zeus deck. We got Voltempest, Champion of Hermes. Or sorry, I'm Jeremy's. Voltempest, Champion of Zeus. Sorry, these are going to be Champions of Zeus now. When your Champion of Zeus is destroyed in battle, you can special cast this Voltempest from your hand with the appropriate spirits. If your Zeus is enchanted and you control no Elestrals. Oh, okay, so jump scare. So if any of your other Zeus guys are destroyed, then you can just jump scare right onto your, you know, during your opponent's turn. It doesn't have like the big lock of the other Voltempest, but just the fact that it comes out like very quick is kind of interesting. You do have to have Zeus and like an empty field, but that's pretty easy. Although, you know, with Elechic Band, you know, then again, who knows how easy that's gonna be. Got a bunch of spirits. We'll set those aside. For the reprints, or at least, you know, the staple stuff, 2 Poison Tipped Arrow looks like that's a good one. Pandora's Box, Nectar of the Gods, Circle the Sky, Ambrosia, Hurricane. Ooh, Hurricane's a funny one. Gonna have a reprint. Tsunami, Thunderstorm, Race to the Top, Mount Olympus, Zeus's Call. Oh, that's a new one. Zeus's Call. I think it is, right? This is a call can only be played if Zeus is enchanted. Search your deck for a Champion of Zeus and add it to your hand. Okay, yeah, see, it is. You know, that's kind of like the big thing, is that like this set is like leaning a lot more into like, even then, I think a lot of the divine runes were like pretty important. Well, obviously, like the best ones were Zeus and Demeter. But now we're getting a lot of cards that like really kind of like focus on like, okay, this is part of your game plan. You need this here. So that's kind of curious, and it kind of leans more into like the monster tamer kind of thing, kind of deal, in the sense that like, okay, you do, you know, here's your champion, and then here's your divine, and then here's your champion. That's a reprint. The Thunderbolt Zeus. Zeus is the same one as before, I believe. Yeah. Galaxair. That's a reprint. Titanostrike. That's a reprint, but dude, that art is sick. I love Titanostrike. Astrabbit, one of the best guys in the game. Jolton, Magneros, reprints here. Electrify, Voltempest. Okay, you do get original Voltempest in this one. Okay, kind of nice. With a Griffuse and Elechic to Elechic, which by the way, recently banned, although I think there was, A-Drive was saying that in starter deck only tournaments that you're allowed to use it, like because it's, you know, it was in the starter deck. So curious. Or other things too. We got Titanostrike, Champion of Zeus. I don't know. Everything with Elestrals, it's like, it feels like, I mean, you know, they do a great job with all the narrations, like in their advertisement stuff, but it almost feels like, you know, you'd want like the classic kind of Pokemon card game narrator with like that booming kind of voice. So Titanostrike, Champion of Zeus. When you cast this Titanostrike, you can search your deck for a Thunderstorm and add it to your hand. Ooh, okay. Okay, so let's see it. Oh, so we have searchable destruction now. Which let me go back. Let me go back. Oh, and then regular Titanostrike. When a player casts Thunderstorm, you can expend a Thunder Spirit in order to target destroying the Elestral. Where is it? Where's Thunderstorm? There it is. This one's an old one. It's a hefty 2 spirit cost, and it lets you destroy a rune. Any rune, face up or face down. But I think that hefty cost was like holding a lot of things back. But now that we have like a way to search it on like a pretty big body, that's like, dude, Titanostrike's a 4/4. So 4/4 and it searches and it searches. Curious. And I guess you probably in Thunder, well, actually in other Thunder, I don't think you would natively play Quackle. But I mean, maybe you could nowadays. We got Fulgaris, Champion of Zeus. You can disenchant one Thunder from your Zeus in order to target and destroy a face down rune. If you do, give this Fulgaris plus to attack until the end of the turn. Busted. Busted. So you're gonna stick all those spirits on Zeus anyway. Nice way of using him. Nice way of using him. Griffuse, Champion of Zeus. This Griffuse in your hand. Wait, what? This Griffuse in your hand can special ascend from your Champion of Zeus. What? What? Hang on, huh? This Griffuse in your hand can special ascend from your Champion of Zeus, but it cannot be played misenchanted this way. When you cast this Griffuse, you can give all your opponents Elestrals -3 attack until the next turn. Oh wow, so you can really, you can just ascend from this onto Zeus. Ooh, that's kind of nutty. That's kind of nutty. I like that. And then we got Elechick, Champion of Zeus. It's going to be last guy. When this Elechick declares an attack, you can give it +1 attack for each Thunder, enchanting each Zeus on the field until your next turn. Okay, so kind of interesting. I'm thinking. The Zeus deck just seems like the jump scare deck. All right, cool. We're bringing out guys. Bringing out big guys on my turn. Big guys on your turn. Go ahead. Try and stop me. That's kind of funny. We can get to those packs right now. And now we're inside the booster box. Or not the booster box. These were the 4 included inside the structure deck. So let's go ahead and get them open. First Firestorm that I have opened. And I'm going to throw aside all those. Ooh, we got Lucky, Champion of Apollo. I'm not going to read all of these necessarily. I will read them all there. I'll read some of them off. We're one by one. Werepup, Champion of Artemis. Nemastar. I like this dude. Arachne's Lair, Foloi Forest. Oh, Foloi Forest, Burning Woods. Ooh. Okay, so it's a Foloi Forest, but has a fire stadium. Okay. Opponents must also expend 2 spirits in order to play stadium runes. Oh, okay, so you set it up and it burns your opponent if they try to play a stadium rune. Ooh. Really? Okay. Really. Panzer. Torchin, Champion of Hestia. That's 1 Hestia card. Waspire. And I was kind of... Wait! Hey! Whoa! Whoa! This is the first... This is the first pack? This is the... Stellar Exaltus? It's a serialized one. Dude, okay, it's 89 out of 99. Oh my gosh, okay. This is my first... This is my first serialized Stellar. I've literally never pulled one, and it was inside the starter deck. Oh, dang. Okay. So if you don't know, Stellar Elestrals they're like shiny Pokemon, basically. They're super, they're designated by the little symbol right there, and then the creature itself is obviously a different color. Oh my gosh. I gotta... Hang on, we have got to Here, why you're gonna see my phone come down. You're gonna see my phone come down because we're gonna take a picture of this. Oh shoot! So yeah, I have never pulled one of these. I have Stellars obviously, but they're all promos, right? That was literally the first pack. I need to. Okay, we need to tweet this. Literally the first pack of Firestorm I opened. Oh, okay, that's insane. Stellar Exaltus. Oh wait, hang on. We got to do the little stellar emoji. I'm gonna need a sleeve for this. Dun 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 dun. Sorry, I'm like, okay, we need to take a break. We gotta take a break. Everyone needs to know. Everyone needs to know. Okay. Sorry, we're twitch.tv/GatorEXP, and I gotta log this too. I gotta log this. I gotta. Oh, because there's like a website to log everything. Hey, I need to. I almost feel crazy. It's like that is a stellar. That is a stellar. Exaltus, Champion of Apollo. Dude, I've never had a serialized stellar before. You can see the little gold right there. The heck? Absolutely insane. Literally the first pack I opened. I'm flabbergasted. I can't even get to the other packs because it's like I feel insane. I feel paranoid. I'm like, I need to check. Is this like is it real? Did I actually pull a stellar? No, it is the serialized. It's 89 out of 99. So I own the 89 out of 99 Stellar Exaltus, which by the way, also I should mention that too, is that like there are only 99 stellars of each. There are only 99 of each stellar, unless it's a promo, right? They make more, or like in certain other sets. But yeah, Stellar Exaltus is black. Yeah, because regular Exaltus is white, and Stellar Exaltus is black. Which, hang on, wait a second. Now that I'm getting a good look at the art, is this a bird baddie? Huh? What? Okay, here, let me post that tweet. Literally the first pack of Firestorm I opened. Sheesh. Okay, no, I gotta get some sleeve. I was not ready. I was not prepared. Thankfully, I moved everything so that my sleeves are actually just like right here by my desk. A lot easier to actually access. All right, we're getting it sleeved up. We're getting her sleeved up. I'm saying her, but like, I mean, well, when you get a look at that art, I think she is a bird baddie. I was about to bother A-Drive for more furries than Elestrals. I think Exaltus counts. I think Exaltus counts, man. Dang it, this would be the one I pull. I'm not gonna sleeve up like every single card I pull like immediately, but this one really deserves it. This one really needs to. This one really needs it. We'll get the perfect fit. And then we'll put the outer sleeve for it. I'm still, how? Finally, it's like, okay, literally like a year of not pulling any stellars in any of my booster boxes or anything, or any of the products I get. And then now, like, the first card of Firestorm that I pull is Stellar Exaltus. Dude, I'm wigging out, man. Okay. I didn't even get to the other 3 packs. I didn't even get to the other 3 packs in the start. This is from the starter deck too. Man, all right. I don't even want to keep going. I just want to keep looking at it. I just want to keep looking at her. Hold on. Just let me look at you. Okay. You know, Exaltus, you can chill. You can chill here. And I think we'll get on. Let me like hurry up and get on to like the other packs. Hang on. Let me put it there and make sure it's okay. There, right underneath me. You can hang out there, Exaltus. Be right there for everyone to see. I wish I had like a separate thing so I could just set Exaltus off to the side and be like, oh, live Exaltus reaction, live Stellar reaction. Lucky. Champion of Apollo, by the way. Werepup, Champion of Artemis. I gotta read what the new one does, because Werepup is like kind of crazy, though. Werepup's like actually kind of crazy. Well, the other Werepup. Let's see what that one does. Nemastar, Arachne's Lair, Voloi Forest, Burning Woods. Very familiar pack. Shiverroar. Oh, that's the new Shiverroar. Like a Void, Champion of Artemis. I gotta say, Artemis is one of my favorites, though. Torch of Hestia. And a Poseidon Holo. Nice. Which, by the way, you do not get holos in every pack. Elestrals is still one of those ones. I mean, they still feel nice. They still look cool, but I kind of hope they catch up soon to, like, other card games. Now they're just, like, a holo in every pack. I understand it probably definitely is, like, a cost thing. So I'm not, you know, I'm not gonna, like, be like, oh, why didn't you already? Poseidon, the new Poseidon art. I kind of like this one a little bit. I was never the biggest fan of the other Poseidon art. But this is the same, okay, when you cast this. Okay, it is the same effect. Cool. Maybe I should, like, sleeve things up, like, as we go. I'll do, like, a big holo recap at the very end. Maybe. Next pack. But, man, we're 2 for 2 on holos for the starter deck. So, like, just imagine, if you had gotten that starter deck, you'd be having this luck. Soulbell, Champion of Apollo. Lucky, Champion of Apollo. Werepup. Nemastar, Arachne's Lair, very familiar. Mistral of Boreas, that's a counter rune. I'm gonna have to read that. Momentarily. Breeze of Zephyros, Lyre of Apollo, Hermes' Trickery, and this one is the rare. Okay, so non-holo, rare. But that's a neat one. That's the one that we saw in the starter deck. On to the next pack. Da-da-da-da. Voloi Forest, Burning Woods, Reforge. Here, I'm gonna have to read it. We got a lot more runes. I find the runes like so interesting because they're like, oh, they're the ones I gotta read. Hibernation, that's one we want. For the Bears, Pandazin, Champion of Demeter, Titanostock, Champion of Aeolus. Ooh, of Aeolus. You can access an Earth or Wind. When you do, you can enchant a Wind onto your field. Curious. Mistral of Boreas, Breeze of Zephyros, Lyre of Apollo, and a Spinosect, Champion of Hermes as the rare for the pack. Yeah, that was one that I, you know, reading it, I was like, oh, it looks like it'd be really beneficial to have multiples of those. But that was all the ones in the starter deck, so just from the starter deck, obviously, you're getting that. You get those 4 packs, and I think the holo ratios are pretty good. I mean, obviously, you got 2, but, you know, maybe that's just my luck for now. I have not even gotten onto that booster box. We're pretty far into the stream, and I have not even touched the booster box. So let's go ahead and rip that plastic off now and get going. Man, is Twitter still like broken with the notifications today? That sucks so bad, honestly. What? Because it looks like people are liking my tweet, but it's like, oh, I'm not getting notifications for it, I don't think. Ball time. Can't keep that stupid website afloat. Alright, blast. Oh wait, no, I didn't even get the seal. Like I said, most satisfying thing to do, cut the seal of an Elestrals product. Okay, it's most satisfying when you actually do it right the first time. Alright, so let's get this open. Beautiful artwork on the front. And I don't know what the box topper is actually for this set. It is hidden. A secret. Dare I open it? I've been keeping my box toppers sealed. Oh, I kind of don't like that. Yeah, I've been keeping all my box toppers like in the plastic, so now I can't tell what this is. I will set it aside. Maybe I'll open it up later. But we got a bunch of packs, a whole lot of packs, and I'm gonna just end up with like a huge stack of cards on my desk. So let me set this to the side, and I'll just be pulling a pack from starting from the left side, one at a time, and we'll get these open. So let's see how that goes. Oh, see, Elestrals packs are normally easy to open. Like, they're really solid, like they're really thick, but once you get a good grip on them, they're pretty easy to open. But it's like, I guess except for that time, we got an Ignector. Also, not a champion of Hestia, but there she is, collecting some honey. Ah, love her. Sluggle, champion of Poseidon. That's a new one. When it receives one or more spirit with Poseidon's effect, you can special ascend this Sluggle to Globby from your hand or deck. Oh, nice. So an easy big summon. One sec. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. I had to mute while we sneezed. All the pollen in the air from the Ignector. Foliage Forest, Reforge, Hibernation, Griffuse, Champion of Zeus, Titanostock, and Kyloshock. Oh yeah, I gotta read this guy. I like the dinosaur stuff. And a carry off as the rare. Okay, I'm gonna set this aside. I'm not gonna keep out the rares. I'm gonna set aside the holos, and we'll do that. Yeah. I think it works keeping the Exaltus right there by me. It's like, everyone look at my stellar. Veritaqua, champion of Poseidon. When this Veritaqua receives one or more water in the Nexus from Poseidon, you can special ascend to your Veritaqua or Jab Lance it from your hand or deck. Dang, that's kind of crazy. It looks like we're getting a lot. We're just getting so many cards now that let you just ascend to like the bigger guys like a lot quicker. Can Nexus a water or a frost? When this Narpoon receives one or more frost, you can special ascend to your Waylands from your hand. See? That's what I'm talking about, is that it just kind of like, a lot of these cards feel like they just do, not by themselves, obviously you need something to Nexus from, but really utilizing that Nexus effect in order to like get things. And look, there's Sparkit, Escape from Tartarus. You don't know, this is a dude that was in, or Sparkit, regular Sparkit, was in base set, was banned, one of the first guys to get banned. Now they re-release him with a nerfed effect, which I think is a good idea. Such a good idea for banning cards. Sorlet, champion of HOLOS. Carrion, champion of Hermes. Charcoon, Shiverroar, Like a Void, and the rare is going to be a Holo Hermes. Nice. So yeah, in the starter decks, the Divine Runes come in non-holo, but in the set they are holo. So, you know, makes them a little harder to, I mean, if you get the starter decks, yeah, but I mean, just because I was sent the Hermes starter deck and not the Hestia one. But hey, let's get that. So far, all my regular holos, aside from the Stellar, have been Divine Runes. So I am hoping for a Hestia. I'm holding out for a Hestia. Harpy. Elechic, champion of Zeus. Cocktoodle, champion Hermes. Nimbug. Kite Mite, the Spider's Torch of Hestia. Anvil of Hephaestus. Caduceus of Hermes. Dracodoodle as a regular holo. Champion Hermes, regular holo. That one we saw in the starter deck. No, what it reminds me of is anytime I see the champion of so-and-so, it reminds me of like the SpongeBob, right? With Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. They're like, champions of the deep. Anderson. Titanostock. I'm not going to read their subtitles unless we get something new. Urskote, champion of Kione. Ooh, that's a new bear. You can target a face-down rune. It cannot be played as long as this Urskote is enchanted. This effect can be activated one additional time in your turn if you also disenchant a Frost from Kione. And also, sorry, I need to get a better way of doing things with the camera. I know it keeps like readjusting Frigicub and it's showing you the thing. Vonix, oh gosh, is that a Jackalope? Talaria of Hermes. Sirocco of Notice, or Sirocco of Notice. What's a Sirocco? Monsoon of Eurus. Who are you? Oh, Voltempest, champion of Zeus, full art. Okay, all right. I don't want to say like I'm disappointed, but like obviously the full art that I would have really wanted was the Majursa, champion of Hestia. But this absolutely nice. This is a good pull. I feel like I keep getting Bolt Tempest. I feel like I just keep getting Bolt Tempest and Zeus stuff. I have a full art Zeus from base set. But ain't that a nice one? Ain't that a nice one? Bolt Tempest. We'll sleeve this one up. Do I have them? Do I have my sleeves ready? Have I been sticking Elestrals? Oh yeah, I've been sticking Elestrals in the yellow sleeves. We'll sleeve them up. Buttercup. Sheesh. Yeah, this would be a good one, because this is the one with the jump scare effect. Imagine doing this, like jump scaring your opponent, ba-boom! The full art there. Nice. That's a good one. That's a good pull. Looking good so far, and like I said, we barely opened anything. Hardly like into this box at all. I'm gonna have to clean up all those packs. You're not seeing it, but like they're going to the side. Spine Nymph Drataya, Escape from Tartarus, which by the way, this is another one that got banned. Soul Bell, Plucky, Werpa, Mistral of Boreas, Breeze of Zephyros, Lyre of Apollo, Zeus. Oh wait, no, I wasn't even paying attention. Zeus Holo. Sheesh. Yeah, like all the holos I'm getting are just divines. Are those aren't? Don't tell me those are the only holos in here. Obviously, we have a Zeus already. We got this art in the starter deck, and Zeus has been around for a while, but this is the new one, the main set. Holo, nice. Like I was saying, I guess I'm just getting all Zeus stuff. I don't know what's calling me, I guess. Trying to simp for Hestia, and then Zeus is stopping me. You got a Rumacole. Urskote. Yeah, there you go. Set him aside. First Bear. Or sorry, did I say Urskote? Urscout. Maybe I should have said Urskote aside. But oh wait, no, that mostly looks like Peony. But Urscout. This is the new one. Urscout, Champion of Hestia. We talked about this dude in the YouTube short. Nemastar, Arachne Slayer, Foloy Forest, Panzer, Torchin, Champion of Hestia. Cast, you can search your deck for one Hestia or Torch of Hestia added to your hand, and Nexus 1 Fire Spirit. Okay, we'll set you aside. Waspire. A Brummelinx as the rare. That's a regular rare. Alright, okay. See, I almost get jump scared too, because like sometimes when you're on a holo streak, you're like, oh, is that the holo? Where's the holo? And you get thrown off when it's like, oh yeah, regular rare. I forgot those exist. Next pack, BT Dubs. We got a Warmite, Champion of Hestia. When this Warmite receives one or more fire, you can target an Elestral and give it +3 attack. Until the next turn, when a player casts Hestia's Hearth, you can enchant up to 2 fire from your Underworld to your Spirit deck. Ignector. Oh, this just searches... Oh wait, when you cast this Ignector, you can search your deck for Nectar of the Gods and add to your hand. Really? So it just adds the Pot of Greed, which, you know, jury's out on how good it is exactly. Globby, Champion of Poseidon, that's the new one. Javelance is Champion of Poseidon. Those were the big ones that we were looking at. And Waylance, yeah, the big guys that like were easy ascends. And a Soul Stalks as the rare of this pack, the Cow. How now, Solar Cow? Next pack. Ba-da-bum. Okay, so we got Nick Nectar there. Sluggle, Carrion, Cockatoodle, Nimbug, Globby, Javelantis, a Waylance. Good to have though. Hermes' Trickery as the rare of the pack. Probably gonna speed up a bit more unless like we get anything like kinda crazy, right? Veritaqua, Narpoon, Kite Mite, Urscote, the Frigicub, the Griffuse, Titanostrike, Ankyloshock, Spinosect. Oh wait, Spinosect was the rare of the pack. See, almost get thrown off when nothing sparkles. But I guess that gives me a playset of that now. Got a Harpy, Elechick, Champion of Zeus, Bunix, Soul Bell, Plucky, Charcoon, Shiveror, Like a Void, and a Terrastar. Ooh, this one's a rare. I like all the dinosaur guys. And what are they called? Okay, because they get like a subspecies, right, or a subclass or whatever. Sorry, it's on this side. The dinosaur ones. What are they called in the Elestrals? I think they're called. Oh, I don't know, the Ancients. But I like them. I just can't wait for like even more support for them to like kind of put them into like a deck. So Terrastar, you can Nexus up to 3 lunar spirits. When a player nexuses, an opponent must expend 1 for each spirit that received that a card received in that nexus. Okay. Oh, so you combine it with full moon, so it also does like quite a bit of damage. So you play it and you can use the effect. You can just nexus a bunch around, and then you can full moon to move them again. I love the design for this thing though. It's a Quetzalcoatlus, which is one of my favorite prehistoric creatures. Oh, so good. So good, dude. All right, next pack. Okay, that one didn't want to open at the bottom. So we got a Pandasin, Titanostalk, Werepup, Nemastar. That's also the little guy that descends into an Arachnid Slayer, Torch of Hestia, Anvil of Hermes, or Anvil of Hephaestus, not Hermes. Caduceus of Hermes. Viserys. Ooh, this is a new Viserys. Viserys gets... Oh, wait, no. Is this the same effect? Wait, no. This is a different one. This Viserys gets +1 attack for each Viserys on the field. While there is another Viserys on the field, this Viserys is unaffected by your opponent's counter runes. Interesting. The only thing is that the original one, like, brings it in defense. Which, you know, I get that that's, like, to kind of keep it sort of balanced, but it's like, ugh, chilling with only 1 defense. So you have to, like... normal cast is probably like after you got all your guys kind of going on the field. Next pack. I see how it is. We got a Spy Nymph, Drataya again. The artwork on all the Escape from Tartarus cards are just hilarious because they're like, they made it out and they're like, eee. Bro is sad. Bro's been through it. Oh, what's a new effect, by the way? You can discard an Ambrosia or a Golden Apple of Discord in order to draw 2 cards. Okay. So it's definitely not like one that just can like get super exploited, which is why it was banned. Polar Forest, Reforge, Hibernation, Talaria of Hermes, Sirocco of Notice, Monsoon of Eurus, and a Specterus, Hollow. Dude, I love Specterus. Okay, so this one has a different effect, obviously. The Specterus, Champion of Artemis. The Specterus can be special cast from your hand with 1 spirit if your opponent has at least 1 suppressed card. Ooh, okay, so that's a lot easier. So you can like probably swarm a lot better. And I believe Artemis just lets you just suppress just right off the bat without having to like set anything. Because I know a lot of the other suppression cards, but not a lot of them. Well, okay, Dense Fog is the counter rune, so you have to set it. And there are other ones. But, okay, so Free Specterus. I don't know, I like the other effect better too, but like this one is just like, you know, we're getting way more swarm tactics nowadays with this set. This set is like, it feels like it's just like, oh yeah, we're gonna be special casting like nobody's business now. I'm so curious to see how things shake up and what like other decks there are. Next pack, by the way, as if it wasn't obvious, got a Rumacole. Oh, I don't think I pulled this one yet. When you cast this Rumacole, you can return an artifact rune from your underworld to your hand. This Rumacole gets +1 for each enchanted artifact rune on the field. Okay, so that's an interesting one, kind of getting more out. We got the Earth Scout, Champion of Hestia. Chill, buddy. Spark it, another one. This is like the first one there. Sorlet, Carrion, Mistral of Boreas, Breeze of Zephyros, Lyre of Apollo, and a Majursa, Champion of Hestia as the rare. Good, very happy that, yeah, this one was a regular rare in the set, so happy to have that. Let's see, when you cast this Majursa, you can target and destroy cards up to the number of Ursa Elestrals on your field. Your Ursa Elestrals get +1 for each fire, enchanting each Hestia on the field. Okay. So this one comes out with like, actually, I don't know if this has more or less attack than the base set. No, it has less. It has less attack, though. At only 8 for a 3. But that gives everybody more attack. I kind of like the other one, like, being way more defensive, but this one is definitely like an aggressive one. So I believe what the ruling is that when you cast it, it'll count itself at least. So it'll destroy 1 card At least I'm pretty sure. I feel like that's right. I feel like that's right. But hey, we got the other mama bear, which by the way, she's just like absolutely destroying Glaciersa right there. Excuse me. Bro did not stand a chance. Bro did not stand a chance. So we got the next pack. I would be really interested to see like future divines that don't necessarily work for a single element. Like maybe, you know, sure, their casting cost is like a specific spirit, but you know, maybe the effect works for other things. So we got Tritaya. Excuse me. Is my voice already going? Sorlet, Carry On, Cockatoodle, Talaria of Hermes, Sirocco of Notice, Monsoon of Eurus. Hey, a hollow Niximera. Oh, Fallen Form. Ooh, is evil. Okay, Fallen Form. Yeah, that's right. We're getting more forms because this isn't just a designator alpha. It's like their forms, right? Because we've had quite a few other forms. So Niximera. So this okay, so that's a big effect. This Niximera. This Niximera cannot be targeted by invoke runes. During your opponent's end phase, you must either send this Niximera to the underworld or special send it to Niximera Risen form from your hand, deck, or underworld. Oh, you must. Or during your opponent's end phase. Okay. That's a very curious one. I need to see what the other one looks like. But hey, look at that. I wonder what the Risen form looks like. I have not been looking at a whole bunch of stuff. Obviously, I saw all the Hestia and all the Bear stuff when it was coming out, when it was being revealed at least. And then I got, you know, not busy, but it's like, oh, I kind of didn't keep up. So now is going to be my time to like really dive in. So for next pack, we got another Earth Scout. We got a Warmite, Champion of Hestia. Got a Nimbug, Kite Mite, Urscote, Mistral Laborious, Breeze of Zephyros, Lyre of Apollo, Cryosaur as the rare. Oh yeah, we got a new Cryosaur. I forgot. Dude, I almost always forget like some of like the really good little guys actually have like ascensions. Champion of HOLOS, by the way. This Cryosaur in your hand can be special ascended from your Sorlet with one Wind Spirit during your battle phase. If that Sorlet destroyed an Elestral in battle this turn. Oh my gosh, that's kind of crazy. Sorlet's already like a big guy. It's already a 5, and it already can like disrupt your opponent's stuff. So you're already probably going to be attacking over it and destroying something, and then just like ba-boom right into Cryosaur. I don't know if like how well that works, because then you can get another attack in and hit for 2 spirits, I guess, or hit over, you know, maybe one of their other bigger Elestrals, especially being a 7. That's so curious. That's so interesting. Let's move on to the next pack, and I'm getting notifications on my phone, but I don't believe from Twitter or X.com, because again, I think notifications are busted today. Ignector, Sluggle, Frigicub, Bunnix, Solvel, Panzer, Torchin, Champion of Hestia, Waspire, and a carry-off for the regular rare of the pack. I don't know how to feel about like a lot of the artwork for the spirits in the set. I mean, it's cool, but like they're so far away from the focus. I mean, obviously, as long as you can tell like they're a spirit, which is like right here. But it's kind of interesting. I kind of like the others, like the spirits from the previous sets, just like taking up so much of the artwork. But I get it. I get the idea of it. I think it's just not for me, but I know so many other people really like them. Next pack, BT Dubs. Got a Veritaqua, Narpoon, Plucky, Champion of Apollo, Werepup, Nemastar, Wowby, Javlantis, Waylance, and is that a dragon now? Niximera. This is the Risen form. Okay, so we got the Fallen form and the Risen form. Ooh, okay. Yeah, this is an Angry Devil Sheep, and then a Glorious Ascended Dragon Sheep. That's interesting. I gotta read. Does this? No, this has to like ascend from a little guy, right? Why am I not realizing? Okay. You can expend a Solar Spirit in order to target and destroy a face-down rune. During your end phase, you must either send this Niximera to the underworld or special send it to Niximera Fallen form from your hand, deck, or underworld. Oh, okay, so that's the gimmick. So that you have them, and then you just keep swapping between them. You have to, you're forced to. Is that, oh, special send this, and then it'll special send back, and then so on and so on. So you're, I guess, you know, then you want to play defensively with this one. I think that's such an interesting idea. During your opponent, well, let's see. It can't be targeted by invoke runes. So being a pretty hefty 7, so it can't be like your opponent can't get rid of it with like with, you know, shenanigans. They'll have to try to attack over it, which based on your back row. But then every other turn you're going to get to destroy something and then have a big 7 plus whatever else you get to summon or cast, right? Those are so interesting. I'm glad I got both. I'm glad I got both though, because now we can actually see what they do. Would you believe it? We're on the last pack of the left half now. There's still a whole half booster box to go. These things are hefty, but let's get to the last one. And also my my cool Stellar drifted off to the side during all this. How did I not realize that? Let's get the next one open. We got a Harpy, an Elechick, Arachne's Lair, Foloi Forest, Reforge, Refuse, Titanostrike, and Kyla Shock, and a Dracodoodle for the regular rare of the pack. Alright, not bad. Like I said, we still got a whole half of the booster box left. So let's dive right into that second half. First half, not bad. I guess first half recap. Real quick. These are the holos we got. One full art. And quite a few holos. Like I said, kind of wish we would have got the Hestia full art. But what can I do? Let's open the next pack. So we got a Warmite, Ignector, Plucky, Werepup, Nemastar, Refuse, Titanostrike, and Kyla Shock, Majursa, Champion of Bestia, as the rare of the pack. Sweet, I will take it. I'll take it. Next pack. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is the case. I'm pretty sure it is only like one full art per box, which... Is it one full art per box? I feel like it is. And then we've got a Sluggle, a Veritaqua, Arachne's Lair, Foloi Forest, Reforge, Charcoon, Shiverroar, Like a Void, and a Verdolith. Oh, we got a new Verdolith in the set. Okay. Yeah, that's a new one. Champion of Demeter. This Verdolith can be normal cast with 2 if your Demeter is enchanted. When you target this Verdolith with Demeter's effect, okay, you can special cast one Spirit Earth Elestral from your hand. This effect can only be activated once each turn. Kind of crazy with that, because then you just get a big guy there. I mean, you use up your spirits, but then like you can, I guess, you use Demeter and get more. Very curious for Earth. Are we gonna buff Earth back up? Next pack. Let's go. We got an Harpoon, Harpy, Hibernation, Sparkit, with a Sorlet. What are we doing here? Torch of Hestia, Anvil of Hephaestus, Caduceus of Hermes, and an Amphiorix as the rare. Ooh, Amphiorix, Champion of Hestia. Ooh, okay. You can enchant one Fire Spirit from your Hestia in order to add one Fire Spirit Elestral from your Underworld to your hand. When you ascend this Amphiorix, during your end phase, you can special cast it from your Underworld with 1 fire. Okay, so it's kind of like Eternal. The other Amphiorix did something not similar, but like it would like keep coming back. This one is kind of like Eternal, like tribute fodder, I guess, and with a 4 defense. Very interesting, sir. Next pack, let's go. We have got Elechick, Anderson, Carrion, Cockatoodle, Nimbug, Talaria of Hermes, Sirocco of Norris, Monsoon of Eurus, and a Majesty as the regular rare. Majesty, Champion of Poseidon. This one's the new one. This comes in the starter decks, obviously. Ooh, that's a big effect. Okay, while Poseidon is enchanted and this Majursa is in attack position, spirits enchanting Elestrals are water instead of their original element. Oh, it misenchants everything. Wow. Yeah, you can return up to 2 water spirits from your Underworld to your spirit deck to this Majesty to your spirit deck. Oh, to your spirit deck if this Majesty is in defense. Oh, so it's a big guy. It misenchants everything. And then, oh, but that does, oh, that means it turns off your tsunami. But I guess if you have this big guy in defense, like, you don't necessarily need it. Ooh, very interesting. Very interesting. So next pack here. Yeah, it is kind of crazy. Like, now that we have like a year of Elestrals to like build the foundation, now we're getting a bunch of even wackier effects. So we got Titanostock, Spine Nymph, Kite Mite, Urskote, Frigicub, Mistral of Boreas, Breeze of Zephyros, Lyre of Apollo, and a Voltempest as the rare of the pack, the regular rare. Have we gotten basically all the starter deck guys? Right? And because there are two. There are two different ones. I believe we have. Well, dual starter decks. Jotaya, Escape from Tartarus, Rumacole, Bunnix, Soul Bell, Lucky, Panzer, Torchin, Waspire, and the rare is going to be a Solar Charged. Ooh, okay, this one's a holo. Enchant a Solar Spirit from your underworld to any Elestral on your field. Okay. Pretty simple effect, but obviously that can do like quite a bit. Just getting an extra spirit just right, you know, for free like that. At the cost of one spirit, but hey, it'll trigger effects. It goes this way with my holos. It'll trigger a lot of your solar effects. I know very little about like a lot of the solar stuff. I mean, maybe I should now that I have this. Now that I have you. So we got an Earth Scout, Warmite, Werepup, Venemastar, Arachne's Lair, Globby, Javelantis, Waylance. The rare is a regular rare Cryosaur. Yeah, I feel like we're getting all like the main champions pretty easy. We got a Sluggle, Veritaqua, Sorlet, Carrion, Cockatoodle, Refuse, Titanostrike, and Kyloshock, and another Poseidon holo. Man, I don't know. I think it's cool that they're reprinting the other. I think it's cool they're reprinting the other Divines, but like, I don't know. It doesn't feel good taking up my holo spot. It doesn't feel good taking up my holo spot. I guess I get it. What we really truly need is we just need more holos in the starter decks. Alright, Narpoon, Harpy, Nimbug, Kite Mite, Urskote, Charcoon, Shiveror, Lycavoid. The rare is gonna be a Pandalets. Regular rare Pandalets. Not read you. When one or more Elestral becomes suppressed, or a player plays an Elestral suppressed, an opponent must expend one spirit. Ooh, okay. Excuse me. Okay. Next pack. Let's go. So we got an Elichick, Pandasin, Brigicub, Bunnix, Soul Bell, Torch of Hestia, Anvil of Hephaestus, Caduceus of Hermes, and a Hestia's Hearth as the rare. Dang, I wish that were me. I wish that were me, not gonna lie. Oh yeah, that's a counter rune. Enchant a fire spirit from your underworld to a card on your field. Then if that card was Hestia, or a champion of Hestia, you may enchant an additional fire spirit from your underworld to it. I like that. I think that's kind of neat. That probably does come in the starter decks too. I'm gonna have to separately like buy the starter deck. So we got a Titanostock, Spine Nymph, Lucky, Werepup, Nemastar, Talaria of Hermes, Sirocco of Notice, Monsoon of Eurus, and a Vipyro as the holo for the spirit. Oh, and you get the regular rare Poseidon's Fury. I forgot, whenever you get a holo spirit, that's how it's ordered. You still get a regular rare, but it's like in the back to like keep the holo more, you know, safe. Neato. I feel like Vipyro is one that I keep getting. One holo spirit I keep getting. Again, for the fire. Next pack. I wonder, are we at the point where you could have like just completely different, like every spirit in your spirit deck, different arts? We got a Drataya, a Rumacole, Arachne's Lair, Boloi Forest, Reforge, Mistral of Boreas, Breeze of Zephyros, Lyre of Apollo, and the rare is a Zeus's Call. Neato. Yeah, that's starting to make sense. Is that everybody has like a regular or every divine has like a regular rare card or rune, right? For them. Next pack. So we got an Scout, Warmite, Hibernation, Sparkit, Sorlet, Panzer, Torchin, Waspire, and yeah, there you are. That's one Hestia. Let's go, one Hestia. The holo. Although I mean, I prefer the non-holos from the starter decks to actually shuffle them in the deck. But oh yeah, there she is. Boys, we all know Hestia's Bestia. Yeah, let's go. Absolutely insane. Let's go. The full art though, the full art, I want it so bad. I want it so bad. Again, maybe I will try and trade my Zeus for one. But oh man, love it. Absolutely love it. Let me read the effect again. When you cast this Hestia, you can enchant up to 3 extra spirits to it. You can disenchant 2 fire spirits from this Hestia in order to special cast a 1-spirit fire Elestral from your hand with fire if an opponent controls the same number of Elestrals as you or more. So it just lets you get out more 1-cost guys. So obviously in pairs, it helps potentially. I think, you know, more so you want the other things. You want like the new champion, obviously, but this can help. This could potentially help you with get more stuff on the field, or just, you know, just fire in general. There's a lot you can do. I think it's also, again, you know, also neat too that like it can do a lot, like the, you know, the divines, right? They can do a decent amount for like a lot of different in their element. So we got a Warmite, a Nectar, Cockatoodle, Nimbug, Kite Mite, Panzer, Torchin, Waspire, and the rare is going to be a Floracne. Oh yeah, Champion of Hestia. That's right, the spiders are there too. Man, we're getting like we're getting really long effects now, now in Elestrals too. You can disenchant a fire from your Hestia to search your deck for an Arachne's Lair and add it to your hand. During each end phase, an opponent must expend 1 spirit equal to the number of Elestrals on their field if Arachne's Lair is enchanted. Alright, did I just not read Arachne's Lair the whole time? When a player casts Warmite, Frostmite, Kitemite, Floracne, Polaracne, or Paracne, each player must draw a card. Oh. Each player must draw a card? I don't know, does that make it a deck out? Is that it? A deck out burn style? Interesting, but it gives you draw power. But it also makes your opponent, it gives your opponent draw power. Strange. Alright, next pack, by the way. We're rounding things out. Got a Sluggle, Veritaqua, Urscope, sorry. Frigicub, Bunnix, Glaobi, Jevlantis, Waylance, and Exaltus as a regular holo, Champion of Apollo. Which, by the way, you can now really see the difference between the regular and the stellar. Yeah, man, they look good. They look really good together. They do look really good together. Nice. Here, let me also get this position right to hang out right under me, because we're gonna let that sit there. Man, we're really coming down to the end. Next pack. Let's see how this goes. So we've got a Narpoon, Harpy, Soulbell, Plucky, Werepup, Griffuse, Titanostrike, and Kyloshock. The rare is going to be an Ampharix, Champion of Hestia. Alright, that's a good one to have. No complaints there for a regular rare. Second to last pack. There is literally only one more pack in the box after this. I don't want it to end, man. I don't want it to end. So we've got an Elichick, Champion of Zeus, Anderson, Nemastar, Arachne's Lair, Boloi Forest, Charcoon, Shivaror, Like a Void, and the rare is going to be a regular rare Majesty, champion of Poseidon. Whew. All right, well, that has been quite a fun one. We got the last pack right here of the booster box. I don't know what else I could ask for. Maybe another regular Holo Hestia. Got a Titanostalk, Spinem, Reforge, Hibernation, Spark It, Torch of Hestia, Anvil of Hephaestus, Caduceus of Hermes, and a regular rare Voltempest, Champion of Zeus. Alright, well, that was quite the booster box opening. Man, I forgot like how long these take to do, which is why I haven't like necessarily done one in a video in a long time, or stream, which, by the way, I think every time I get any kind of big card game product, I am just gonna stream it from now on. So let's go ahead and recap. I set aside all my Hestia stuff here. All of our holo pools. So there was that Exaltus, Champion of Apollo. There's that Hestia. Got a lot of divines. Vipyro. Got Poseidon, which actually got like 2 Poseidon. One of them came in the set, and then one of them came in the deck. Got a Solar Charged, Verdolith, Champion of Demeanor. We got the Niximera, both the Fallen and the Risen form. Spectaris, Champion of Artemis. Terrastar, Zeus, Hermes, and then the full art Voltempest. So hey, not a bad, and these were all in the box, except for the Stellar and the one of the Poseidons. Those were in the starter decks. So those were, you know, some of the extra bonus packs. But hey, that was fun. Obviously, I would have liked if my full art was either Majersa or Hestia. Yeah, I know, pop off on the first pack, exactly. That's what I was saying. It was in the starter deck too. It was in the starter deck. It wasn't even in the booster box. The first pack I opened up from the starter deck, Stellar Exaltus, I'm like, dude, insane. Insane. It is 89 out of 99. Yeah, it's 89. It's 89. Oh wait, no, let me put you back there. But anyway, thank you everyone for thanks for sending over the booster box. Big thanks to Elestrals, big thanks to A-Try. Guy, you know, with the hookup. That was cool. Yeah, it's funny too, because I was saying, because I did post it, right? But I'm not getting notifications of like anyone interacting with it, because it's like, oh man, I think notifications are just weird and dead today. Or they're taking a while to like load. But yeah, that was neato. The 2 Poseidons. All right, we gotta make some. We gotta study now. We gotta make some upgrades. We gotta look at like all this and that. Gotta like, you know, see everything. Like just reading the effects, it's like, man, it's really interesting. It's really interesting just seeing like all that. I mean, especially too, it looks like we just got a bunch of like really quick summon guys, or quick cast guys in the whole set. But now I gotta organize all my stuff, which I just bought like a big old box to like organize all my cards. I'm probably gonna post this VOD somewhere. I think, sure. I've got to figure out what to do and where to do things. But that was it. That was everything in the booster box. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here. I think I'm gonna be heading off, because now I gotta clean up everything. I got a bunch of booster pack wrappers just hanging out. And I'm looking forward to doing even more Elestrals stuff. I'm hopefully going to use the Saturday slot to stream a little more. Hopefully we'll get some Clash going. And I got to remind everybody, like, hey, look, I'm back on Twitch, and we're streaming Tuesdays and Saturdays, hopefully. But anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I don't want to say at my stream limit, but I'm like, yeah, I think we're going. If you're watching the VOD, hey, leave a comment if I posted this on YouTube, which I probably did. And stick around for more Elestral stuff. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. This is GatorX. I will catch you all later.